here are some of the highlights from Q3, when the average rate on the 30-year fixed mortgage was mostly on the decline, but moved up mid-September. Now, during that time, 49% of real estate agents we surveyed said it was a buyer's market, meaning that buyers had the advantage because homes weren't selling quickly and supply was sufficient.
All right, future dwellers, eco-warriors, and anyone who's ever dreamed of their own space. We all want to do our bit for the planet, right? But what if I told you that the very roof over your head might be making or breaking your environmental efforts? Today, we're pitting them against each other in the ultimate eco showdown. The independent house versus the apartment. Which one is the planet's BFF? And which one is, well, let's just say, a bit of a frenemy. Round 1. Let's talk about how these bad boys get made. We call this embodied carbon. All the CO2 pumped out digging up materials, manufacturing them, and transporting them. Take our independent house. Every single wall, every roof tile, every inch of plumbing is just for one family. That's a lot of individual resources, a lot of truckloads of bricks, and a lot of land gobbled up. Think about it. A house needs its own full foundation, 4 exterior walls, and a dedicated roof. Now, the apartment, look at this beauty. Shared walls, shared floors, shared roof. That's a massive win. Instead of building one full structure for each family, we build one big structure for many families. Less concrete, less steel, less wood per person. Plus, apartments are masters of land efficiency. They build up, not out, curbing urban sprawl and preserving precious green spaces. So, for initial carbon footprint and land use, the apartment takes a significant lead. Round 1. Apartment. All right, you've built it. Now you live in it. Round 2 is all about daily life. Heating, cooling, showering, watering. This is where most people feel their environmental impact. Think about keeping your home comfy. A detached house is basically a standalone box, right? Heat escapes from all 4 sides, the roof, and the foundation. It's constantly battling the elements. You're heating and cooling a much larger surface area relative to your living space. But the apartment, especially those middle units, you've got neighbors above, below, and on both sides. Those shared walls act like giant free insulation. Less heat loss in winter, less heat gain in summer. This means significantly lower energy bills and, more importantly, a much smaller carbon footprint from your HVAC system. And water. Independent houses, especially with yards, use a ton of water for landscaping. Apartments, not so much. Balcony plants, sure, but no acres of grass to keep green. Round 2, apartment again. Now, this is the round where you really come into play. Where you live often dictates how you live. Apartments are typically found in denser areas. What does that mean? It means you're often closer to work, shops, restaurants, and public transportation. That's a colossal win. Transportation is one of the biggest contributors to an individual's carbon footprint. If you can walk, bike, or take the subway instead of driving, you're making a massive difference. Houses, especially the detached ones, often means suburban or rural living. And while charming, that usually translates to needing a car for almost everything. School drop-offs, grocery runs, commuting, it all adds up in tailpipe emissions. So, thanks to location and access to sustainable transport, the apartment often nudges us towards a lower impact lifestyle. Round 3, apartment. Okay, so 3 rounds, 3 wins for the apartment. Does that mean everyone should ditch their dream house and move into a high-rise? Not necessarily, because here's the huge caveat. Your personal choices still matter more than anything else. An eco-conscious family in a small, well-insulated older house with solar panels on the roof, a rainwater harvesting system, who composts everything, drives an EV, and bikes to work could have a far lower footprint than a family in a brand new, high-efficiency apartment who blasts the AC, leaves all the lights on, orders everything online, and drives a huge SUV everywhere. The apartment gives you a head start. It provides a structural advantage, but how you live within those walls is the ultimate decider. So, what's the takeaway? If you're building new or have a choice, an apartment generally offers a greener foundation. What do you think? Do you live in a house or an apartment? What are your best eco tips? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more environmental insights, and hit that notification bell. See you next time, EcoFam!